You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
Something about Boston.
Yeah. Where's the part where he yells about his leg?
He just did it.
Yeah. Oh, he did? Yeah. I lost my leg! Not even an earthquake waking us up this morning will keep us from giving you the best after show on AfterBuzz TV. Yeah, I said it. It's the best. It's the most entertaining. Welcome, everybody. Johnny Loquasto here. Raw is over from a sleepy San Antonio audience, to say the least.
Don't remember that, Alamo.
No, they do not. But we have a great crew for you tonight. To my left, decked out in the most amazing green dress any leprechaun could ever imagine or dream of. On Twitter, at Cathy Kelley, it's Cathy Kelley.
Yay! That was a great intro until you added a thing about a leprechaun. I'm like...
That made it better. That's like when Triple H slapped on the handcuffs. It made it better.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The handcuffs make everything better.
Oh, the leprechaun gets handcuffs.
On that note, our two very special Irish guests on the show. Dale Rutledge is still out of the country, but he will be back next week. But we have two incredible human beings sitting across from me. A first-timer on the show, very funny comedian and actor, and I think he's about 6'7". Am I correct?
6'4", but
6'4",
close enough.
But if the
kayfabe,
right, kayfabe, 6'7".
Kayfabe height is 6'7".
In a program, you're 6'9".
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can find him on Twitter at the Eric Barnes. He is Eric Barnes.
I'm just going by Sheamus McTavish tonight.
All right, no problem.
Everybody's Irish.
You gotta come up with the most stereotypical Irish name possible.
I have to. That's the way. It's St. Patrick's Day. That's what everyone does.
It is. It definitely is.
And I'm part Irish, so I get a little bit of leeway.
I can see that I can understand the part Irish. I can see that.
It wasn't the bright ginger beard. That wasn't a tip-off.
The fact that you're getting sunburned after 2 minutes in these lights is
certainly true, yeah.
He keeps pounding his chest and yelling, fella.
Well, that's fair.
I just like yelling out brogue whenever I, get angry.
Have you guys ever seen the meme of the Irish girl sunbathing? And it's like, no, the other girl. And it's like you see these two girls, and the girl is so pale that she blends into the sand.
I have not.
Anyways.
But she probably holds kendo stick welts pretty well.
She probably does. Our other guest, he's a friend of the show. He's a favorite of the show. Find him on Twitter at Brido. He's a very funny comedian. You can see him on television quite a bit. And he knows his wrestling and his goatee growing. Mike Bridenstine!
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, man?
Oh, my Irish name.
Yes, your Irish name tonight.
Guinness the Car Bomb Jameson. I lost the accent. I never had it.
You really did.
Hot stars, clovers, and me red balloons.
Not gonna be Irish.
This is a commercial audition. You just blew it. That's what happened.
No.
So, guys, we have quite a Raw to talk about. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what's... San Antonio didn't realize what a good show they had in front of them. I don't know what was going on. They were sleepy.
Yeah, they were spoiled. That's what they were.
Spoiled.
Seems like they woke up at 6 a.m. for an
Yeah.
Seems like they got scared with an earthquake at 6:26 in the a.m. like we did today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Raw from start to finish was really fun. We saw we saw sides.
It's season Raw, and there's incredible things happening. If you want to wake up, San Antonio.
They should have had it in Boston.
Nah,
that's true.
That would have been crazy.
Everyone would have been coming from the pub.
Maybe they celebrated. Maybe they celebrated St. Patty's Day the day before, and they're all just tired and groggy, like, oh god.
It could have been. Maybe they were day drinking, and they're like, oh, we got to get to Raw, and they like hustled up.
Something happened.
They should have been more rowdy then.
I've always said if you go to Raw and you don't at least yes chant, you know what I mean? Why are you there?
There's no reason.
What are you there for? Did you win tickets or lose a bet? What happened? I don't know, but
from start to finish, we saw sides of Batista we actually enjoyed. We saw sides of Randy Orton that were awesome.
Oh, God.
Best Orton episode in ever. Best promo off to the side without a microphone ever.
If he could talk to the timekeeper every promo.
Oh, yeah.
That should be his thing.
It's like he woke up and decided, today I choose to care.
Yeah. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon just going evil. This Raw had a little bit of everything. Yeah. And San Antonio, I don't know.
We want Triple H. I meant HBK. Yeah, they wanted HBK. They would have popped for that.
I guess so.
Yeah. I don't even know. Maybe Tim Duncan would have woke him up?
I think, you know what it is? I think San Antonio is so used to watching Spurs games, they don't know what it's like to be excited for something.
But Tim Duncan's the most boring player ever. You think they would have some appreciation?
I don't know.
Maybe they summoned the soul of Tim Duncan and a little bit of him was in everybody.
It's possible. They're just, the whole crowd's really good at layups.
Yeah.
If your hairline isn't an inch above your eyebrows, we're not going to cheer for you.
Well, this show started and ended with Triple H in a big way. It starts with him in the ring, and he's calmed down since last week. He said he's got some things he wants to say to Daniel Bryan later on tonight, but he'll say them. But he'll say them to his face, man to man. And before he even gets much out, Batista's music hits. And that's when Batista, he's looking angry. His skinny jeans are just a little bit peeved off tonight.
Even tighter than usual.
They were very tight tonight.
They were. It looks like he's wearing Brock Lesnar's wrestling shoes, too.
Yeah, those were interesting. I think those were the high top Kobe's.
Well, he does jujitsu now, guys.
Okay.
You know that, right? Because of the shoes and the Gracie jujitsu gear that he wears all the time.
Oh.
Because he does jujitsu.
But you can jujitsu in skinny jeans. You have no flexibility.
But he does jujitsu.
Oh,
he wants everyone to know
They're
that.
jeggings. They're not skinny jeans. So they do have some flexibility.
I demand that he wrestles in them. Like, does a match in
WWE
jeggings.
shop should get Batista jeggings.
Oh, man.
And on the ass it says, deal with it.
Yeah, yes!
There you go.
And like those magnet
Money!
We'll see none of those residuals.
Of course not.
But that's a great idea.
When did he get big chipmunk cheeks?
I don't know. Kathy's been on this train for a while.
He looks like Rufus the Chipmunk from Kim Possible.
Well,
once again, I still don't.
Well, a couple weeks ago on my Twitter account, @thatEricBarnes, shameless plug, I made the comparison that he looks like Panthro from the Thundercats.
Oh, he does.
Thunder.
Just the pointed ears, the sleek face, the deep voice, and how he's monotone and boring.
Okay.
Did Panthro call it the Rumble Royal in a promo? Or did he call it the WW Championship?
The WW Championship?
He was slipping out a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
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 A lot of it. But he did say, he's like, you think you have big problems with Daniel Bryan, you're going to have bigger problems with me. You put that Billy Goat-faced troll in my match at WrestleMania. What were you thinking? And that's what Triple H says, what were you thinking? You think Daniel Bryan has a chance of hell in beating me? That's when Orton's music hits. So I love the fact that Triple H is getting offended, you know, that both these guys. Orton comes out and says, how would you even give him a chance to be in the main event? He's like, wait, you think I can't beat him either? Like the fact that Triple H is getting offended. Yeah. Pretty badass.
It is. Evolution explodes!
Yeah, no one, did they mention Evolution? I don't think they did.
No. That's one of the first times that they haven't, because it seems like they take every moment like they used to be together in Evolution.
Triple H is like loves bringing up his past. Yeah. You know, so any chance
That's all
he
has, man.
I wonder if this is like a silent homage to WrestleMania 20, because they can't really talk. It was a triple threat with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then he who shall not be named. And they can't talk about that. But it was a fantastic match.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Trips was an Evolution with Randy Orton and Batista. Michaels ended up training Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was undersized.
Yeah.
Does a flying headbutt like he who shall not be named. And, you know, there's a lot of...
No one ever expected him to have the ball. And
yeah, there's a lot of things that are parallel with the 10-year anniversary of a great match that they can't talk about.
Kind of coming full circle in a different kind of way.
Right.
I don't know. It's possible. I mean, well, WrestleMania 20 was a big success. I mean, that match was fantastic.
That match unsearchable on the network. Unsearchable.
Yeah, well, there's a couple things that I think are unsearchable.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this match, I mean, now that if it does happen the way we hope it does, I mean, before we do that.
Okay.
So Triple H gets in both their faces. He's like, has Daniel Bryan gotten into your heads? And that's when Batista is not his best line of the night, but he says, not as much as he's gotten into yours. And we're like, all right. Nice job, man. Nice job. That's when Orton says, you know what, I want Daniel Bryan in a match tonight. And he tells Batista, nobody believes, this is the start of Orton's great night. He goes, nobody believes in you. When you left, nobody cared, and when you came back, people cared less. That's when Batista's just like, man, you suck.
Great comeback.
And he's a paper champion.
Man.
He's like, your brain's the one with the shell on it. Triple H walks away and says he's sick of everything, including Hollywood movie stars coming back and thinking they know what's up, and he's sick of gifted superstars who can't win a match without him holding their hand. And he's like, maybe the old man is right. You can't trust anyone but yourself. That's when he announces that whoever wins Daniel Bryan versus Triple H is automatically, bam, triple threat. So now we could see Triple H, Evolution, just fighting it out.
That got a pop from the room.
Sure.
I don't know how
That was
Cena...
the only pop of the night. Triple H delivered that so well.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Like, we were
Standing
all
on the bottom rope.
screaming. That was awesome.
And they kind of tore the curtain back because they were saying everything that shows like this and people on the internet have been crying about. It was like, oh, Batista's just a Hollywood, blah, 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 and so on and so forth.
He's just there to promote a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so instead of just, creating a different fake reason on why we're supposed to hate him, they literally just bring it all out. Look, people think you suck. People think you suck. People think you suck because of Hollywood. People think you suck because you're boring. And the boring guy wasn't boring tonight.
Yeah. I really like how they're tearing down this other wall. Like, I feel like they started doing it, especially when the first season of Total Divas was coming out, and they did it a lot with Daniel Bryan, and I really like it because it makes it more realistic.
They almost had no choice, though.
Yeah.
I mean, starting with Survivor Series when the fans hijacked the main event, the Big Show Orton main event, then going into the Ascension ceremony in Seattle, going into like the Royal Rumble when the crowd went like crazy, like mad that Bryan was in. So it's kind of like they had to bring, like, here's what the crowd is saying, here's what the internet is saying.
And then, of course, Mick Foley was angry. I mean, everyone was so pissed off.
I was.
Right, we all were. But to their credit, they're like, you know what? Let's just keep dangling this carrot as long as we possibly can. And then last week we finally get. And then this week, one step further, oh, Triple H could be in the main event too.
That's great.
It's just the stakes are that much higher.
Yeah. They gave us a bite of the carrot and then just yanked it back up.
Yeah.
Now we got to wait for the rest of it.
It also doesn't completely show what's going to happen in WrestleMania because they said, like I read on like The Masked Man or something, he made a great point. He was like, you can't have Triple H. This is before Triple H was going to have the stipulation. They were like, he's got too big of an ego to make himself a stepping stone for Bryan. And then if Bryan wins, of course he's going to win the title. Now it's like, Triple H's ego is that big that he could end up walking out of Mania 30 the champion.
Well, Stephanie McMahon brought up those concerns. She's like, what's going to happen with our family if you have to go on the road and wrestle?
Oh, he's not gonna. Well, but
she didn't even say wrestle. Just go on the road, which is what they already do.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're in San Antonio, not Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes things that much more interesting. I'll tell you what, though, if Bryan does not beat Triple H, holy Lord.
Drunken New Orleans riots.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
It's going to be St. Patty's Day dose.
70,000 people on Bourbon Street angry. Come on.
Listen.
As much as
New Orleans has already been hit by a hurricane before.
That's true.
We don't need another one.
That is very true.
I have a question. You guys watched when Batista was around, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, you have to go?
We have to go to commercial. We're going to cut to commercial. We'll be right back. Then Brian, hopefully he remembers what he wants to say, but here are some words.
Tuesdays on Oxygen.
I'm Maria Menounos, and my life can get a little crazy. I host Extra. I'm an actor, producer, dancer, wrestler, and a lot of other things. I live with Kevin, my boyfriend of 15 years. Do you really love me?
I would say that I'm in serious like.
And my parents. Yep. I just said I live with my parents.
You drive me crazy.
You drive me crazy. My parents want us to get married.
You both love each other. Get married.
Kevin and I don't. I am going to get married when I want to get married. I think I want kids. Kevin definitely doesn't want them now.
This is being pushed on to us.
And of course, my parents wanted them yesterday.
This year, you gotta have it.
And I have a house full of people counting on me financially. If I take my eye off the ball, everything can fall apart.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or wants us to do. It's what we want to do.
Everyone thinks that they know what's best for me, but I'm really the only one. I have got to figure things out.
Chasing Maria Menounos is so new. Every Tuesday at 10, 9 Central, starting March 18, only on Oxygen.
There it is, tomorrow night on Oxygen. Our boss, the queen of AfterBuzz TV, has her own show on Oxygen, Maria Menounos, and we can't wait for it. Yeah. So watch Chasing Maria.
You can see me drunkenly dancing.
Really? Oh, you're gonna be on one of them?
Ooh. Tomorrow night I'll be dancing.
Wait, is the party?
No, I mean, like I won't talk at all, but yeah, it's tomorrow night. Yeah, it's just seeing Maria's birthday, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know it was okay. I got there late after the cameras, which I was okay with. So I did not.
No drunky dancers?
No, just me showing up in non-pool clothing, like I tend to do. Like, oh, y'all are filming? All right. I'm totally clueless. So you were saying, Brido.
Did you expect Batista's return to flop as bad as it did, or did you think, oh, he's going to win the Rumble and be awesome? Like, what did you guys think?
Kathy?
What was the question again?
Did you think, are you surprised that he has flopped as bad as he has?
I wasn't a fan of his before. Like, I didn't know who he was when he came back. I knew him, you know, as the actor.
Big Dave.
Exactly. I knew him as the actor. I didn't know him as a wrestler. So when he came back, I just felt like it was a little bit lackluster. It didn't really seem like they had a solid storyline to throw him into. It just kind of seemed put together at the last minute, and that's why I don't think that it worked, and why it almost backfired.
I think the problem is that they tried to treat his return like The Rock came back.
Right.
And he's no Rock.
Exactly.
Maybe if they didn't announce Batista returns at the Rumble,
and I blame the internet kind of gave it away, and so they had to announce it, which is a bummer. I would have loved it to be a surprise.
If it would have been a surprise, I think he would have gotten a bigger nostalgia pop and probably less hate. I don't know.
And he also came back walking into a buzzsaw, though. Yeah. Because you're at the height of you know, the CM Punk situation, which I don't know how that's going to end. And then, of course, the height of the Yes movement, where Daniel Bryan has been fighting this uphill battle for a long time, and all of a sudden Batista comes back.
Yeah.
And you know, fans are they're wising up to it. They know he's got a movie. They know he's going to be a superhero, and the way he won the Rumble, like, people love the Royal Rumble. They do not like to see it end in a lousy fashion. And let's be honest, this is one of the lousiest Royal Rumble finishes we've ever seen.
Agreed.
Without a doubt.
Agreed. Wow. I don't know.
Now they're making up for it.
Oh yeah.
with the way WrestleMania 30 is shaping up. But to answer your question, I didn't think it would be this bad, and I don't think they expected it.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is... To put that match on last would have been borderline suicidal for them as a company.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, no kidding.
I thought it would be Taker Brock. You'd have to put Taker Brock.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
But now, it's amazing how Daniel Bryan changes everything.
Yeah.
And makes everything so much... Like, I don't think people even... That's how much better he makes it. The moment he had that stipulation added, everyone just did a 180 on how excited they were.
I'm finally starting to have non-wrestling fans come up to me and go, "Who is this Daniel Bryan guy?"
What?
So which means that it's working.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no one would ask. They would ask about CM Punk, like, in 2011.
Yep.
And now they're, like, I had a bouncer at a bar who, like, knows me say, like, so, like, Triple H won't fight him, huh? And I was like, what are you talking about? You watch, he's like, well, I heard you guys talking about it, and so Bryan is like going mainstream.
He's getting non-wrestling fans to like wrestling.
The Yes movement, it's pop culture, man. There's sports teams doing it, there's universities doing it.
Michigan State,
Just wait for March Madness. I guarantee whatever teams pull off an upset, you know this is going to be happening.
If you're a wrestling fan, you should root for Michigan State.
Yeah.
Because the Yes, you know, whatever.
Well, Danny Bryan's been bringed up on like BuzzFeed, on Cracked.com, and all these other just outside media ventures on its own. Like, it's not like WWE sent a press release.
And Daniel Bryan's not searching. He's not one that searches for attention.
No.
But I think that a lot of wrestling has also crossed over into more mainstream media nowadays with TMZ, with At Midnight and Chris Hardwick stuff, like Total Divas.
With Phil Brooks on Talking Dead.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you know, Nerdist getting involved with WWE, which is nice. Which I'm okay with at Wrestling Buds. But yeah, I think it's just people want to get behind a guy that they know is legitimate and real, and it doesn't get any more legit or real than Daniel Bryan. He's a genuinely incredible person who's worked his way up, and he's a guy that people can relate to, no matter what part of life you're in. And it's just incredible how much better he makes everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know? Like, we're all giddy for WrestleMania 30 because of one decision that was made.
He's wrestling Jesus.
He
Both in look and in general.
I don't know what it was tonight. He looked like the fifth Beatle tonight. Yeah. More so than usual. Like, they should have had him walk barefoot across the street.
Yeah. He definitely had the John Lennon psychedelic beard going.
I want to see someone do a meme of that Beatles album with Daniel Bryan walking barefoot behind him. Someone can pull that off before the end of the show. Pretty sure we can.
Imagine all the Bryans.
Hey, John, who's this bearded guy that just joined the band? That's my attempt. All right.
Abby
Stick to Bray.
I will. Renee Young backstage, Batista storming out with his hoodie on, and she says, hey, you know, what do you have to say about what just happened? This is the greatest Batista line since he's been back. Here's what I think. Coming back here was a big mistake, and that's it.
Throws on his hoodie.
And we're all like, yes!
Seacrest out!
That was so good.
Yeah. Renee's hair looked good.
Renee looked fantastic tonight all the way around.
Renee always looks fantastic.
She did.
A cutie pie.
She's cute.
Hashtag cutie pie.
Hashtag cutie pie.
But just the letters Q-T pie.
No doubtsies. Next match we have, as a matter of fact, the first match of the night. Real Americans taking on the Usos. I mean,
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
You were
Barnesy.
doing there.
I loved it. I was doing the haka.
You know that. Are you Samoan
not by
too?
heart. I am the size of a Samoan, but I'm not part Samoan.
Samoan.
I'm the whitest Samoan of all time. But no, I love the Usos. Love the Real Americans, despite the jingoistic attitude. But at the very beginning, this was just a smack fight, and I just loved hearing the smacks and all that. And then it turned into high flying and slams. It ended the way that it was just rough, ready, and awesome.
It was. We should have smack fights before we do this show. Just slap each other, because people can watch us on the video without audio. It'd be great if they could just watch us slap each other before the show starts.
I would take one from you two, and yours would hurt. I'm not taking one from Eric.
That's true.
It's a large man.
Who wants to see me slap Johnny? Next week.
I know chat roll does. Oh, okay. Next week we could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh.
Slap me now. Go ahead.
You watch Stephanie do it.
I'm gonna slap like a girl.
Stephanie slapped like a girl tonight.
Handcuffs.
Like a girl.
Handcuffs.
Chat roll wants to see Cathy slap me, and I'm willing to do it for our audience.
You have to turn this
Here,
on.
I'll take these off.
Okay.
Handcuffs.
Should I close my
I'm
eyes?
actually gonna slap you.
I don't care. Do it.
Oh! Wow!
That's for you guys.
Cathy works snug.
Oh. That was a stand hand to potato.
Yeah, I was on there on camera. Can we do it again?
Steven, are you serious right now?
No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
One more time.
Fine.
One more time.
Bring it.
One more
The other
time.
side to make it
How am I gonna?
Yeah. Watch your head
Wait.
on this.
Okay.
Like wrestling
Ready?
Jesus, turn the other cheek.
Oh! Oh!
Kathy working stiff tonight.
Come on, Johnny, you liked it.
Johnny's working stiff now. There's two on the nose.
Oh, it is WrestleMania season. We go the extra mile on AfterBuzz TV.
People need to work stiff.
They do. I might take another slap before it's over. I hope the chat roll enjoyed it. I really hope they did. So yeah, the match was incredible. Flying Usos all over the place, but what goes up must come down into a Cesaro uppercut. Hot damn!
I thought you were talking about the mid card. What goes up must come down.
That's true.
Remember when the Usos were jobbers?
Well,
The first 3 years of their existence, yes.
Until Total Divas?
Yeah, yeah, but they gave them a chance, and now they're awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam Del Phoenix. Oh, damn you. It needs to be harder, like Stephanie Hart. All right, you know what, Sam? Before the show's over, Kathy's going to slap me one more
I
time.
don't have enough space. Like, I was worried about hitting the
We got
mic.
more cameras. Before the show's over, we'll do one more.
I don't know how that played over the internet, but I'm like feet from it. It looked pretty hard.
Yeah.
I felt it.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see a little welt.
I got earthquake and slapped today. I got earthquaked and slapped.
You broke your phone.
And I broke my, yeah.
It's not by the environment.
It's been a rough day for Johnny Loquasto.
It's been a weird day.
You had a bad St. Patty's Day.
It wasn't the greatest.
Isn't it just like pinch me or like you're supposed to pinch someone if they're not wearing green?
That's what they did in the
you
Midwest,
just get slapped
anyway.
instead.
Yeah, well, you let me borrow this necklace, which is nice.
I'm not pinching Eric.
Nope. No, you should.
Not gonna happen.
I'm Irish enough as it is.
the cheek.
So guys, as much as we love the Usos, how pumped were we to see Cesaro with the uppercut, followed by the neutralizer for the Real Americans' victory.
Every time. And I love it when Cesaro gets into crap kicker mode. I'm trying to censor myself.
Sure.
In which he does his whole sequence that he usually takes time with, but just rushes through like, and just in less than 10 seconds does a 30-second sequence.
What was that?
It's amazing.
For the podcast.
You want to do it one more time?
For the podcast, he cracked his neck and did a neutralizer.
Right. All while sitting.
All while sitting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Booker T used to do a Fave 5. Cesaro's in my Fave 5.
Actually, Brido, he still does a Fave 5.
Oh.
On my show on Nerdist.
Oh, there's a rumor I'll be on next week.
Yeah, there is a rumor. You should probably listen to an episode first. Someone's too busy shooting commercials and making money. Hashtag Brido push. So the Real Americans get the win, which, you know, I love it because we had the squabbling back and forth, but tonight, on the same page, Zeb Coulter as happy as he's ever been. Real Americans, I love it. We're setting some up.
You don't want to split them up?
I don't.
No?
I love these two arguing and
I love the roller coaster of it all, where you think that it's gonna be the split's gonna happen any single week, and then there's a fight, there's some tension, and then the next week, like tonight,
like the
they were
Shield.
just
It's like the Shield. It's like AJ and Tamina.
It's almost a more comedic version of the Shield right now, just how it's happening.
Because you can't take away the talent that Swagger and Cesaro have. Then you add Zeb Coulter. That is the chemistry for a championship tag team. Why not keep them there till they win the belts?
Because you could babyface push Cesaro?
You could. But at the same time, you can give them a great run. They still haven't won the titles yet.
That's right.
They have everything they need to be a classic tag team. They have an amazing manager. They have two guys that are both very different styles, both very, very talented, and they've worked it out to where they can squabble and make it really funny.
Swagger is the Jannetty of the group, though.
All right, we know that. But I don't
Marty
think
Jannetty never won the World Heavyweight Championship, though.
He would have if he wrestled in modern times.
Yeah, well,
maybe. But you don't have to break them up yet. I know it's going to happen, but I don't think you have to break them up yet.
And so far, the Usos and the Real Americans don't have a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
they're putting on some classics, though.
Big Hoss is not in my Fave 5.
I know he's not. I know but Tony is.
Tony, yeah.
Tony is
no longer Tony.
No longer Tony.
Oh, it sucks. I want that jacket.
Claudio Swagger, or whatever.
Claudio.
Swagger should just be Swagger, then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Cesaro and Swagger.
For the longest time, I thought it was Big Tony and Swags. Which, in my opinion, is a much better nickname for Swagger, but that's me.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Come on.
Big Hoss.
Too Southern.
Big Hoss Swags.
Big Hoss Swags. That's it.
He's from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be Big Hoss.
Yeah. I'm not saying he couldn't.
But either way, we don't have a tag match set up for WrestleMania, but clearly these two are going to be involved, and the question is which other tag teams could possibly...
I thought that it was going to be the Rhodes Brothers, but after tonight with Goldust, I don't think that that's going to happen, just because it looked like...
Ryback just as a filler?
I think they're going to be in the Battle Royal. There they are. So.
Oh, they are? Yeah. That's right, because they were in that
But in the Rumble, you can be in more than one match, you know?
I don't think we're going to see people, besides Daniel Bryan, I don't think we're going to see anyone twice at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe
Los Matadores?
Oh, God.
Los Matadores.
No.
I'm not throwing people I want to see. I'm throwing what's left.
Yeah, right, because there's no more primetime players.
There's no more primetime players.
I still think they broke them up too early, and the fact that they're not even doing anything with Titus proves it.
Okay, we got Abbey Road up.
Oh, okay, good. We have the Beatles album cover without... Oh! Yes! That is beautiful, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, man. That was just as I'm saying. I don't see my. There you go. He pops up.
GIFs of like us now popping up into weird places.
I just love how disinterested and angry that he was at the Beatles just walking across the street.
Yeah. Where are your shoes?
What's wrong with you?
So yeah, we'll see how the tag team situation shapes up. Next, we had a Slam City commercial, which looks cool. I don't know.
It's for children.
Yeah.
It's not made for us.
Real jobs.
Yeah, WWE superstars have real jobs. So essentially the early 90s when every wrestler had a job at the time.
Oh my God, could Duke the Dumpster Drosy make a cameo
T.L. Hopper,
Repo Man.
Man.
Well, Repo Man, that's not a, is that technically it is a job.
Yeah.
Bob Sparkplug Holly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The Big Boss Man.
Nails. Okay, he was a
IRS.
Weren't they trying to make Barrett a barber for a while?
Yeah.
What? Oh, like a Sweeney Todd?
He shaved Bryan's beard, right, or something, or
he was going to.
Actually, he's a trained barber or something.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
Is he?
That's what they said. Yeah.
He's a bare knuckle brawler barber.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
It was a 2-week-long thing.
Oh, okay,
it didn't really go on.
I guess you're right.
He was a barber slash like exotic dancer, Beefcake.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
I still don't think.
Day job was barber. Night job was gigolo.
I still think being a repo man, you get paid under the table, but we could talk about that after the show. So Slam City's coming out. You can check it out. Backstage, we have the Shield with Kane, to which Kane says the Authority has given us a mission, and I need a united Shield. I need to count on you, and if you can't, you cease being an asset. You'll find out how replaceable you are if you don't stay united. And the Shield was like, all right.
Yep.
But they didn't really say anything.
You summed it up just then.
Ambrose's response was like,
I was half hoping Ambrose just looking and just going, nope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I
just
forgot about
totally
that.
and just totally deadpan, and that would be the face turn. But that would have been bad television. Just
That
for
was
only
his first
my
promo,
amusement.
right? They're like, did you do?
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
And then dead silence.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. And
It was the first promo they ever did on Raw, and it made me fall in love instantly with Dean Ambrose.
oh,
as a
Ambrose
character,
is, he's so unpredictable, but it's always going to be good.
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kane just trying to strong arm them again. And next, you brought up earlier today, how much camera time will Hornswoggle get? To which I responded, more camera time than the actual Raw general manager, and we were correct.
Right.
Yes.
No Brad Maddox in sight, but you better believe Hornswoggle was giving out St. Patty's Day gifts.
Yeah.
And right on cue.
And what terrible gifts they were.
What were they? I didn't see.
Just party favors.
It
What
was
you're wearing.
This.
Oh, so
And,
beads.
and then, the paper, green derby and...
He was giving out like headbands with little Martian things on top
I
of them.
swear he probably threw like a green napkin from a party. Just hand him all those out.
Yeah.
He had wonderful, luscious hair, though.
Yeah, he did. He actually almost had Daniel Bryan style.
He was like representing L'Oreal at its finest. It was smooth.
Well texturized.
Indeed.
That's for
They're
sure.
doing the Leprechaun remake though, right, with him?
Well, the
So
leprechaun
the leprechaun is such a handsome dandy fellow.
needs beautiful hair. Yeah. Okay. Right on cue, we've got some bad news. Dale's not here to do the impression. Son of a gun.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
Oh, he's so
we
good
have
at
two
it.
at the same time.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
We have so many fake English people here right now.
Hornswoggle.
Bad news, Barrett. If one of you guys want to give it a shot. No?
I don't remember exactly what he said.
Bad news, Barrett says, St. Patrick chased snakes, but I've got some bad news. You're all going to get sloppy drunk and make horrible decisions and regret them forever. And then, of course, who comes out? But the Celtic Warrior Sheamus.
Of course.
Usually those are so funny though, and this one was just very serious.
Can I make a comment?
It looked like he was about to laugh though.
I hate hashtag B&B because it makes me think
Bed
hashtag
and breakfast.
Yeah, bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one, I guess. Okay.
Airbnb.
Or Airbnb. Maybe that's where Barrett stays.
But it's less.
Just that he uses Airbnb. He doesn't go to the hotel.
It's less characters, so if you only have 140 and you want to write something really long about BNB, you can.
I don't like this character.
And let's be honest, who wants to, and who really tweets about beds and breakfasts? You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure there are a lot of people.
Maybe.
Really?
Martha
Yelpers.
Stewart.
I would think
Seems like
people
she
that go,
would.
but I don't think people that go to bed and breakfast don't really have Twitter. Like it's like my parents, right?
Never
Airbnbs,
underestimate the
though.
power of Yelpers.
I don't even know what an Airbnb is. I mean, what does that mean?
It's just, it's like if you want to rent out your house or whatever it is, it's like a hotel, but for people like, I don't know.
You know what Lyft is, right? Now imagine instead of a car, it's your
house.
home.
It's an apartment or
So
home.
it's like a home Uber.
Yeah, it's home Uber.
Okay.
Except it,
Let's say you want to go to another country. You can't find a hotel in the area.
or you want something cheaper,
Or
and you want
something
something
cheaper.
with like a fridge and a kitchen and.
And you have to deal with like whatever cats or weird habits they have in the house.
No,
The
they're
phone-
not there.
Some lady's clipping her toenails as you walk
No,
in.
because it's very like We're way off topic.
The following has been brought to you by Airbnb.
Bad news, Barrett. The point is, he showed up, he made fun of everybody, and it wasn't as good as usual, but we still like Bad News Barrett.
Yeah.
Do you? You said you didn't.
Man,
I like him.
The first time he debuted, I was here, and I said, I'm going to love this character.
Yeah.
Then he started to fade. Then the podium got bigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like him again.
I just like when
podium.
the podium went up and there was the sign that was like, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
In front of the podium.
I was thinking something. Will we see him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Probably.
I hope so.
I hope he
Oh,
wins.
because that would be the first time he would have really wrestled.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
But the question, it'd be nice to see that podium rise, but then how the hell does he get down from the podium to get in the ring?
I don't think they would give him that much time during a 30-man thing.
I guess you're right.
Maybe they miscount and there's 29 guys, and then one guy thinks he wins it all, and then he shows up.
I remembered my trunks today. So that's possible. Sheamus versus Titus O'Neil. The aforementioned Titus O'Neil. Man, I love Titus. I don't know what's happening with him. Came out with a massive green hat, an orange goatee, and a tie. Said he's Irish, of course.
That was funny.
O'Neil. An Irish name.
This is the best since the Michael Strahan thing when he impersonated Michael Strahan.
No, he did something. He did something
on
on
the gap in his teeth for Michael
Yeah.
Strahan.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he did something on the network though recently. That was so funny. He wanted to start his own Occupy Raw movement.
That's right.
It was on the app or something. So funny. He grabs a bunch of construction workers, like he takes food out of their mouth and like throws it. He's like, man, you're done with that. Come on, let's start Occupy Titus movement or something. It was so funny.
Put the cookie down. You get diabetes.
Yeah. That's right. So I don't know. Titus was in control for most of this match. Didn't get on the microphone. That was a shame.
Yeah.
Grabs Hornswoggle, slaps him around a little bit, then tosses him over his shoulder, to which Sheamus catches him, which Titus does not know that.
No.
He turns around, Sheamus slams Hornswoggle into Titus's gut like he's not a human being.
Well, he's not a human. He's a leprechaun,
Right.
Johnny.
Well, he has a heartbeat.
He lives under the ring.
But somehow was the Raw GM.
He was Vince McMahon's bastard son.
Also, and Mae Young gave birth to him on New Year's once.
A lot. He's had a very busy life.
He's had a very colorful life of our Hornswoggle.
No doubt about that. But Hornswoggle does help Sheamus, of course, ends up nailing the bro kick for the win. Renee Young gets in the ring, and of course Sheamus says, I'm entering the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and Christian attacks once again from behind, slams him into the steps, kill switch on the floor. This is the kind of Christian that I can get behind.
Yeah.
Not me.
Are you just no Christian for you?
No, Christian's not in the. He's in the swagger category.
Oh, come on.
Come on now.
That's unfair.
Well, he had some awesome ladder matches in his life. I'll give him that.
Dude, his feud with Orton was the only thing watchable with Orton in 2011, in my opinion.
Until he got mad.
Until tonight.
Timekeeper.
Yeah. Until the timekeeper made him mad.
Well, Christian was good on the mic tonight during that match.
Yeah.
Very funny stuff. He called Jerry Lawler a chubby David Spade, I think. Which, okay.
A lot of people in chat roll are saying that it should have been a DQ at the end.
Of Sheamus and Titus O'Neil? Yeah, that's a good point. Because Hornswoggle is, whether you want to call him a weapon or a
He's a foreign person.
Right.
Therefore, foreign object.
He is a foreign person.
Well, I think it was under the referee's purview of, he was going to hurt this little guy. And so he just decided to give a mulligan to Sheamus.
A mulligan!
A mulligan. And just, let him be that. And also, it's pro wrestling. They can change the rules whenever they like.
That they can.
Yeah. And so...
I love the Christian attack, though. This aggressive, like, mean Christian is, wow. I cannot sell you on Christian, Brido, at all.
He needs to... No, he can't.
Wow. He's been putting on amazing matches. Him and Sheamus had an incredible one last week.
Yeah, I like seeing him get bro kicked through a drum.
Right.
I don't know.
He can't do anything to please you.
No.
Wow.
No, I'm not a peep.
What about his warrior impression? Not even his warrior impression?
No, I'm not a peep.
Oh. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Appreciate your opinion. I like the attack. Obviously, then they're both going to be in the Battle Royal, so that's going to be an intriguing kind of a battle they're going to have.
This feud must continue.
It's going to.
No, needs to stop. Sheamus can do anything else. Why Christian? I don't know.
I don't know. What else are they going to do with him right now? It's 3 weeks before
Daniel
Mania.
Bryan is off the table for Sheamus,
Yeah.
so they got to do something.
Oh, that's me.
There's a picture of you on stage, and I don't know. Daniel Bryan jumps up.
Daniel Bryan apparently not a fan.
Oh!
Oh, Daniel Bryan apparently a demon.
Are you reading off your phone during this set right now?
This is a very old photo, but it
does
was
look old.
That's the Hollywood Improv in like 2010.
Something.
And I had a bit where I read something off a piece of paper.
Perfect.
Yes.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Sure was hilarious. All right.
You asked.
I know, I did. Next week, we're going to have Scooby-Doo and Arnold Schwarzenegger on the same show.
I like it.
Together at long last.
Yeah. Aye. That's going to be great.
You guys both did it.
He did Scooby, I did Schwarzenegger.
Scooby, we got to solve the mystery.
He sure does talk funny, Scoob.
What's going on, Scoob?
Oh, boy. It's going to be good times.
No one ever does Fred.
No. Fred had a handsome voice. I don't know if...
Hey, gang, let's go and solve the mystery.
Hey, guys, I just had a threesome with Velma and the other one.
Whoa.
Probably.
I don't think Velma likes dudes.
Oh, good point. All right, speaking of heroes, John Cena hits the ring and says he's afraid of Bray Wyatt because he's never seen anyone like him before. That's a segue for you, by the way. That's a transition.
That's a good one.
I'm professional. He's never seen anyone like Bray Wyatt ever before, and at WrestleMania, he's fighting for his legacy. What do you think about what Cena had to say tonight?
I thought it was smart because if the crowd boos Cena, he's like, well, you got brainwashed. And so part of him was like, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
I liked it because he didn't, like, last week what bothered me was Wyatt had a wonderful promo and then Cena just undercut it with jokes like Margaritaville and all this stuff. And this time he's like, oh, this is a threat now.
Yeah.
He has to be that way.
He's a flip-flopper.
Yeah, he's a flip-flopper, which is why I'm not going to vote for him.
I didn't like that
Stand your
because
ground.
last week he was singing Margaritaville and saying Cracker Barrel, and then
Which I didn't like at all.
No, because then the Bray Wyatt was like, I'm a god, and it's like that doesn't match.
Yeah.
You guys aren't even talking to each other.
He did the same thing to Mark Henry
the,
last year.
The plastic girlfriend line.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Will you say plastic girlfriend in your castle in the Bray Wyatt voice?
Yeah, I will. Back by popular demand. According to YouTube and Twitter.
Yes.
It's Bray Wyatt in response while wearing a John Cena t-shirt and 19 sweatpants.
That was great.
Okay, I'll wait for the music. I'll just keep going. All right. John. Children believe in superheroes, John, because they want to believe the world is good. They haven't lived long enough to know the world is a lie. I got a few scars, too, John. Everything I love in life will sooner or later wither away and die. Children don't know that, John. You can go home to your plastic girlfriend in your castle, and you can laugh and tell jokes so you feel better about yourself. See, that's you, man. That's you, John. At WrestleMania, I don't care if I live or I die, as long as the world sees you the way I do. Follow the buzzards. Hashtag Brighter Push.
Sitting that close to that heavy breathing is really uncomfortable.
Do you know why you can do that?
Why?
You grew up a huge Jake Roberts fan.
Oh, God. I watched every Jake Roberts thing ever. Yeah.
It's hilarious. The thing I liked about going back to the Cena promo just briefly is he mentioned on how everyone else that he's faced cared about being the best or winning the title. This guy doesn't care about any of that. So he has no idea how to respond to. He doesn't understand that type of competition.
Which I dug that.
Yeah.
Because Bray Wyatt, I mean, he hasn't once mentioned a title.
Yeah. Not even once.
No.
We got a good laugh in the room saying that if he mentioned the plastic girlfriend in the castle, Bray Wyatt watches Total Divers on E.
Total Divers?
Total Divers?
Total Divers.
He watches Total Divers on the E network.
Well, we don't know if they're back together yet. She
TBC.
just walked down to the end of the
TBC.
pier to
He
meet
was-
him, and he had flowers.
OMG.
He was dressed up nice.
Are they going to get togethers or no?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I was,
I don't think they ever really split these, so.
yeah.
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe split.
Hashtag.
She wanted a ring, and he was like, I don't think so. And she was like, well, then we're not going to be togethers.
Right. I'm surprised Cena's so involved in Total Divas. I really am.
Yeah, especially since he's
Well,
like
no,
a
it's
douche on the
smart
show.
for him. It's smart for him
It
because
is?
he wants to. Yeah, he wants to open himself up to a broader network. He wants female fans.
How
in
much
his
broader could his
demographic.
network be?
Yeah.
But
it's
he's
pretty
not
broad.
mainstream. He's not like when I was growing up and I didn't watch WWE or
Cena's pretty
WWF at the time. No, I would argue that he's not. I would say that right now.
Have you seen the Marine?
Rock is what?
Have you seen the Marine?
Have you seen the cover of
12 rounds?
I'm just gonna say he's not as big or as well known as The Rock or even CM Punk or at this point Daniel Bryan. Honestly,
you think Cena's not as mainstream as CM Punk?
Do you want me to ask any of my girlfriends that don't watch wrestling? Because I will tell you that none of them know who Cena is.
Yeah. Okay, well, if we're going on social media stats alone, Cena's one of the most, you know.
But he has however many million wrestling fans.
Okay.
And now he's starting to have recognition from Total Divas, I think, from other people.
All right, I just don't know how he fits it in. He does so much stuff.
He doesn't sleep.
Like, how does it look? All right, John, walk out to the balcony and just play the role. Okay. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's amazing to me how he finds time to do everything.
He just loves Nicole that much.
Yes, he does.
It's a lot.
But yeah, Cena versus Wyatt at WrestleMania. It's going to be. I think Cena is going to step it up to his his competition like he always does, and Wyatt comes up with innovative stuff every time in the ring.
I can't get over it. So ask your girlfriends who they know. I'm not letting you get away with that. I want you to ask them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text one of them.
I'm really surprised. I mean, don't get me wrong. CM Punk obviously has crossed into pop culture too, but to not know Cena but know Punk if you know nothing about wrestling, that surprises me a tad.
No football players say it's clobbering time when they score a touchdown. They do. You can't see me.
That's a good point. Yeah. And they do hold up the. Actually, Cena's the one that sends all the championship belts to them.
Yeah.
Which is genius on WWE's part.
Cena, yeah.
Every time a team wins, send them a bunch of belts and take a picture. It's perfect. It's genius.
Punk's not in movies. Punk's not on like the Today Show. Mm-hmm. It's Cena.
Yeah. And he's on Total Divas.
He's on Total Divas.
He's on Totes Divas.
Yeah. Next, we have this match was fantastic. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, which was made into a no DQ match. Orton goes crazy pretty much right from the start, grabs a kendo stick, beating up Daniel Bryan outside of the ring near the announcer's table. Then off camera, apparently he's staring at the timekeeper, and then he kindly lets the timekeeper know that now it's a no DQ match, and there's no bell to ring! That was awesome. Oh, mocking the yes chance, destroying Daniel Bryan. Eventually, Daniel Bryan goes in the offensive. He gets the kendo stick, unloads on Randy Orton. Orton takes back control. This had it going back and forth, getting major heat from the audience. Eventually, a steel chair comes into play. But next thing out of nowhere, spear from Batista. Mm-hmm. Then a running knee into Batista. Mm-hmm. Daniel Bryan sneaks in, pins Orton for the win. Then a Batista bomb to Randy Orton.
Really should have left.
What do you mean?
Batista. When he said he was.
You didn't like this?
No. I'm saying that he got a knee to the face, right? Or what?
No, but then he got a Batista bomb on Orton.
Oh, yeah.
He was still standing, jeggings and all.
Yeah.
No, I like this because it kind of makes it more like, all right, it's a real triple threat now, as opposed to Daniel Bryan versus two guys that look exactly alike.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got two responses from two different friends, and one of them said, no, am I supposed to? Question mark.
For who, Cena?
For
or Punk?
Cena. Do they know who John Cena is? And the other one said, LOL. And that's it.
What was the question?
That's a no.
What was the question?
Do you know who John Cena is?
Oh no, here it is. Yeah, and Steven, fans, LOL. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Do your friends know how to speak in English when they text back?
Yes.
So she knows John Cena and Steven.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm...
I think she's saying that she doesn't know who that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we playing Mannheim Steamroller?
I was wondering what this is. Welcome to the weakest link. That's what I thought.
Yes, yeah. That's what I thought too.
I don't know.
What's going on?
But yeah, this match had a little bit of everything, and like you said, now it's setting up for a really cool, because we're gonna have Batista and Orton going at it, and then regardless of Daniel Bryan or Triple H, and oh man, it's gonna be.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time for all involved.
Fun.
That Hangman DDT or whatever it's called, when he did the pose, he added a pose, the Orton pose to it.
Orton, it seemed tonight like Orton was having more fun than we've seen him have.
Yeah.
Talking to whoever was supposed to ring the bell or not ring the bell.
Yeah, he's not going to work today. He's just decided to have a good time.
And that's the Orton we want to see.
You just have to be yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Just be yourself, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
If he did that every
People
week,
will like you.
he'd be in the Fab 5, the Bridal Fab.
I would love to see that continue for the next 2 Raws prior to Mania.
Yeah.
Orton heat.
Orton heat.
Orton push.
Bringing it. Next, Paul Heyman comes out as the advocate for Brock Lesnar.
You're missing something.
What did I miss?
They spoiled Mr. T.
They accidentally spoiled Mr. T while trying to demonstrate how to do the WWE Network.
Right.
This is how to use the app. Whoopsie doodle.
Yeah. Camera guy went a little too soon on that one.
And it cut to a picture of the Repo Man, the aforementioned Repo Man.
That's true. 2 Repo Man references tonight. You're welcome.
There needs to be more.
What I enjoyed most about the Mr. T.
I don't think Barry Darso would agree with you.
What I enjoyed most about the Mr. T reveal is that whatever fingers were working the computer worked real fast to get off that page.
Yeah.
I think it was Lawler, who's probably the most computer illiterate of the 3.
Could have been.
Okay, who's going to have the worst speech, worst/best speech at the Hall of Fame? Jake Roberts, the Warrior, or Mr. T?
It's a toss-up between Warrior and Mr. T.
See, here's the thing. I love Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
I've gotten to know him, and I know Mr. T was a really SOB to him and very disrespectful to the wrestlers during his time.
Piper on every interview hates Mr. T.
Yeah. Exactly. And Piper's not a liar. He calls it how it is. So I don't know. I get why Mr. T's in, but I could really, the fact that he was disrespectful and came in as this big star, rubbed everybody the wrong way, I can care less. I love the rest of the Hall of Fame. It's going to be great. But I think Mr. T's speech will be entertaining.
I mean, as far as celebrity wing goes, it's better than most years.
It's better than Pete Rose.
No, but it's funny to put Pete Rose in a Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I don't know about funny. Mildly amusing.
Okay, it's better than Drew Carey.
I can't agree with that
he
at
was
all.
sticking up for Drew Carey.
I'm sticking up for Drew Carey. Drew Carey performed in ring. And on top of that, he loved the time he was there. He plugged the fact that he was going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And Drew Carey's a great guy. Yeah. That's no doubt about that.
And he was on a national popular television show and another one. And now he's the host of The Price is Right.
Well,
he has a much bigger name than...
Then give me a lame celebrity wing.
Bob Uecker.
Uecker was at Mania 3.
Yeah, and he got choked. One of the funniest promos ever.
He got choked by the Giant.
Hey, get your foot off my shoulder, and then he chokes him out.
I'm talking like in terms of modern relevance.
Okay.
As a factor.
When they put Snooki in, I'm going to be upset.
Oh God. That better not ever happen.
Who's a bad one? Who's a recent celebrity in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
That's fine. He's in Mania 2.
He's not better than Mr. T.
No.
Mr. T did WrestleMania 1
He was in
and
a
2.
Battle Royal.
Still haven't done Lawrence Taylor.
LT would be good. He main event.
Oh, Mike Tyson. That's
Mike
better.
Tyson.
That's better than Mr. T.
That I would agree with. Yeah.
Mike Tyson was very grateful and very.
I'd say Mike Tyson's bigger than Drew Carey.
Okay, there you go. Either way.
Yes.
Reveal came early. So Paul Heyman, not a lot of build for Brock Lesnar Undertaker tonight. Heyman just basically says like he's for Brock Lesnar and basically shows footage. There's a video package of how
a movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what it felt like, a movie trailer.
Yeah.
Really cool movie trailer.
Coming spring 2014.
It got me really excited for the match, though, even though we didn't get much more like backstory behind it.
The beauty of a main event with 2 part-timers is that Heyman can come out and just be amazing all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as Heyman promos go, it was probably on the lesser end of them.
Well,
but
you're comparing it to the past 2 weeks when he's been like off the charts. Awesome.
Right, of course. But the video package basically said Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 will meet death himself.
April 6th, All Men Must Die, HBO.
There you go. Directed by Michael Bay.
That dude's voice was exactly like that.
Thanks, man.
And then the evil of the blah, blah. It was great.
He had one shot. I don't know.
That was the one later.
Nothing.
Okay.
The 8 mile vignette was later.
That is
the dead
true.
man faces death itself.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. So, yeah, not a lot tonight, but I mean,
world.
If there's one match at WrestleMania you don't need a ton of build-up, it's anything with The Undertaker, because people are on board.
Last
the
year,
streak.
Yeah, last year there was nothing. Punk won a fatal 4-way, and then unluckily Paul Baird passed away, and they used that. It's the streak. It's all you need.
Yeah.
But Heyman and Lesnar are. I think at some point we're going to see Taker on one of the next few Raws, and Lesnar is going to destroy him.
Why is Taker on main event again?
Network.
To get the network up and running and see if there's any glitches.
They can do that live. And that way, if it F's up, they can fix it.
I love the fact that main event's live on the network. That's really good because you get to see a lot of guys like mid-card that get to wrestle, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a lot of build-up with Taker.
Let me ask you this.
Lesnar tonight, but
you are Stephanie, you're Trips, and you are Vince.
And who are you?
I'm just the guy asking the question.
Perfect.
Do you ever have Taker lose the streak?
No.
Do you have him go out on his back ever?
No.
No.
No?
It's the one thing unblemished.
I think they're going to regret it.
One thing.
If he ever loses.
Because the guy, let's say it's Roman Reigns, he could end up not being
That's what I was
anything.
going to say, but I haven't been a fan that long, so I wouldn't know.
I look at it this way. Anyone who faces Undertaker, if they put on a great match, it's going to put them over regardless.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Undertaker should ever lose.
How many years of great matches does Taker have left in him?
I thought he was done 2 years ago.
Right.
So
The way that the movie trailer that we got tonight, they're like,
he's dying.
Oh, he's dying. Death is dying.
Well, they do that every time. And I thought that was cool of the trailer to just mention, and of Heyman to mention that, Taker's had a hard time the last few years and is won by the skin of his teeth. My guy just murders him.
Yeah.
Murdered the last 3 guys. Murdered Triple H. Murdered HBK.
See,
murdered CM Punk.
Johnny didn't think it was a good promo.
What, by Heyman? No, but I'm comparing to his other greatness.
He always has great promos. So this wasn't necessarily the best one that he's ever done, but
he's just comparing the similarity into the Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
The similarity. I don't remember.
Oh, that's an amazing picture.
What's going on?
Someone made a split screen picture of Cathy Kelley and Renee Young, and they said Cathy Kelley could also have a feud with Renee Young. I like how.
Who's the better interviewer?
Oh, that's
Cathy versus Renee.
That's really nice of that person to do that.
Yeah.
Renee Young's gonna be like, "What the hell's happening here?" If she looks at that tweet. Who the hell's this Kelly chick?
I get some of these sometimes, and I'm always like, they always tag Renee, and
that's a great picture of you.
Thanks.
Way to go.
It's my headshot.
That's a good.
I don't know where they found it.
And now I'm waiting for the Eric Rowan comparisons anytime
we got
now.
those many times
I'm sure.
in
yeah. He's here. That was so good. That was dude, Brido. That was great. I hope we say that soundbite. I don't know anyone that wants Taker to lose. I really don't think it benefits anybody.
I don't even think Lesnar wants Taker to lose.
Yeah, I would love to see him go to 25, but damn, that's a lot of years.
That's crazy.
I know.
No. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I thought he should have walked away when he and Trips and HB Shizzle at the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
You know what? If he could still pull off one match a year.
That's like Jordan hitting the winning shot with the Bulls and coming back for the Wizards.
Like I mentioned.
Well, let's not go that far.
That was after baseball.
I'm not saying Punk and Bork Laser are the Wizards, but like...
Now, I mentioned this in the room. As much as I enjoy Taker's elderly warlock phase, I kind of... You can tell the guy has slowed down, and he's hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him to death, but...
That's why they said he might
there's
not
only
face
so many
Brock.
smoke and mirrors. Huh?
That's why they said he might not face Brock, because Brock is brutal.
Right.
Oh, he hurts people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, it's going to be a brawl fest, not a spot fest, hopefully. So Taker can hopefully handle it.
Yeah, there's going to be like a no DQ annoument for that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But
he requested Bryan, so I bet he can go, Like,
let's see. Maybe next year. Backstage, Stephanie is talking to Triple H, and she says, you just want to talk to Daniel Bryan. Maybe you can't relate to what happened last week. He disrespected us, disrespected our authority, and the McMahon family legacy. Are you going to take care of business tonight? Because you better. Just reprimanding.
McMizzo.
Really, McMizzo's been on fire.
She's on top of her game.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight.
Everyone's mad at Triple H.
I love it, dude. It was just a classic. Stephanie just obviously wearing the pants. And,
she should always be a heel. She's actually.
Oh God, yes.
Well, she has been. It's just she's been very condescending. Now she's flat out.
So,
yeah.
Does something naughty, apologizes, and then. But now she's just like straight up.
Now she's like, you know what? It's mine.
She wears. Yeah.
I own this.
The question is, do we see a VKM appearance prior to WrestleMania.
They're not even talking about him. She's like, my great-grandfather, my grandfather. Tonight they called him the old man.
Yeah.
No Vince references.
Right.
They called him the old man, but I kept hearing, whenever I heard old man, I thought Flair.
Oh.
Because they were all, because it was all evolution, people. I'm pretty sure you're right and I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But what did he say the old man said? He said something?
Don't trust anybody.
But yourself.
But yourself.
So
it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Vince, but you're right. I mean, he could have been referencing Flair.
I don't know.
He would have called him Flair.
I think I'm wrong. Let's just say I'm wrong.
Brings up a good point, though.
Flair has been doing a lot of NXT things lately because of his daughter.
And he is an old man.
Just turned 65, but you know what? He'll still put on them trunks and go at it.
Oh, I am a fan of him tearing off a sport coat and giving it an elbow drop any day of the week.
He looks like the bottom of a bottle of booze.
He is the bottom of a bottle of booze.
He's had a lot. Moving on, Fandango versus Goldust. Goldust and Cody Rhodes mock the dancing on the way to the ring. This match was it was just fun all the way through. Summer Rae gets knocked into Cody's arms. He catches her. She kind of digs it, distracts him a little bit. Fandango in control for much of the match. Eventually misses the leg drop. Something happens where they butt heads, or Goldust, I think, legitimately hurts himself, hits a quick finisher for the win, but he looked like he either injured the rib cage.
And he was also bleeding.
He was bleeding from his toe.
I think it was the because he attempted that Hurricane Rana that he's been pulling off.
He botched it.
He botched it, and I think he just jammed his head to the mat a little bit.
That or
because he looked like he was wincing and blinking.
Then there was like a
bit.
suplex after that.
It looked like they took a little bit of time. Like they slowed down the match a lot.
I think they got the go home on that.
Well, he was holding his ribs, and so that makes me wonder if he did something else.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know, but
he
hopefully
was pissed afterward.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully he's fine.
Yeah. Well,
I've never seen a guy get like mad in the ring about a botch. You know what
I have.
I mean, well, at an indie show.
No.
And he still
Kofi
won.
screwed something up against Orton, like screwed up a finish attempt, and Orton just laid into it, like swore at the top of the songs. They like cut to the fans or something like that, and until he was done like going through his tantrum, and then they just redid the finish, and that was the end. And afterward, Orton just like give him a little kick and was like,
yeah,
or whatever.
Right.
I've seen
Sorry,
Del
podcast
Rio,
listeners.
All right. We have a lot more show to talk about,
along, yeah.
and we're already an hour in, so we're going to move along.
Okay.
Kane hits the ring. It's always good to have too much to talk about. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Kane hits the ring and says he did a thorough investigation, and Daniel Bryan could not have acted alone last week with Occupy Raw in Memphis, so he asks Memphis' own, the King, Jerry Lawler, to come to the ring. Jerry's like, nah. He stays at the table. And that's when the Shield's music hits. JBL with the line of the night, good luck, Jerry! So funny. The Shield surrounds him, force him in the ring, and Kane's like, I'm not going to enjoy this. Because basically he's saying, hey, you're about to get your ass kicked. Rollins gets on the mic and says, Daniel Bryan's not going to save you. I see that look in your eyes. Guess what? He's not coming. But the Shield always does what's best for business. They turn around and surround the director of operations.
You could say they turned their faces.
Boom!
I like it.
That's going to be your tag for every joke you do from here on out. Right?
Sheamus or Jameson! They attack Kane and everything. The spear, the triple power bomb as Lawler gets out of the ring. The fans were confused.
Because they're a bad crowd.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's them.
It was all San Antonio.
At first I thought they don't know what to do because the Shield are heels and Kane is a heel, and we don't know what a face turn is. They didn't get it, but they're just a bad crowd.
I don't even know if we can necessarily say that it was a face turn. I just thought it made sense. Best for business is not beating up Jerry Lawler. Best for business is beating up Kane.
The Shield has always been, and this is bringing it back to the Shield that we saw a year ago when they debuted, is they were always there to make things right.
Yep.
And then they kind of became this whole heelish thing. Yeah. And they were used as a weapon. But before, when they came in, they tried to make things right no matter what it was, injustice-wise.
Yeah. And I know that Reigns has effectively been a babyface for months. So
yeah. I mean, even Ambrose. Actually, all three of them at times have big-time babyface qualities because they're all when you're really, really good at what you do,
Yeah.
people are going to get behind you.
Yeah.
Ambrose is a high flyer. That's a babyface thing.
You mean Rollins?
Rollins, yeah, and Ambrose is hilarious.
Ambrose is just off kilter.
All of them. We could talk about them all.
Sure.
Yeah. Rollins is the hawk. Reigns is the Doberman. Ambrose is just the hyena that just laughs in the corner and just picks up the scraps.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's very National Geographic.
I thought one.
I
was
watched
like,
The Lion King earlier today. And it just kind of.
Isn't one the architect and one is the?
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I like the animal comparison.
I don't see Rollins building shit or
Right.
stuff.
But I really enjoy. I enjoy. He's not Noah. All right. But no, I enjoyed that. That was a really. That was surprising, and it was great. I don't know what that's going to lead to. Because the Shield does not have a match at Mania, so
No, they need one.
That can't. That's just going to be in the Battle Royal.
No, they need a thing.
They need a thing. So I don't know what that thing's going to be.
I want to see them all. I want to see a triple threat Shield versus Shield versus Shield for the U.S.
You sound
Championship.
like Dale.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he
I
said?
wanted that too
Dale just
originally.
wants triple threats.
Dale's
all
Mr.
the
Triple
time.
Threat. Like Dale just wants Teddy Long to show up and be like, "We're gonna have a triple threat match." That's what
For
he
everything.
wants.
Players?
Holla, holla, holla.
So he wants a series of matches in which one guy clearly beats another guy, but the third guy steals the pin, right?
Some of the best Mania matches ever.
Dude,
the triple
them
threats.
three in a triple threat, that would be phenomenal.
I say they're not doing anything with the IC title. Just have Rollins win it and make it for both the US and the IC title triple threat, and have Reigns be dual champ and just merge
That's
it into
true, because Big E is in
international
the Battle
title.
Royal.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you going to have a WrestleMania? I'd like to know the last time there was a WrestleMania when the IC title wasn't on the line.
Was it
Think
on the
about
line?
that.
Wasn't, you mean?
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't
last
think-
year?
Maybe last year, yeah. I mean, it's like that title has been so devalued. The street value of the IC title is really
I would think it
diminished.
had to be defended last year. My memory's going, but it had to be.
Who was the
Yeah,
champion?
let's do a little
I don't know.
Wikipedia look.
I'm sure one of our viewers can do it.
Was it Kofi's 7th or 9th reign last year? I mean, it doesn't.
Maybe.
The IC title is just,
Still.
yeah.
Anyways, Funkadactyls are back!
Yeah!
With an eye
Naomi,
patch.
yeah, rocking that slick Rick eye
Yes.
patch. Tell us a story, Naomi.
Yes!
Versus AJ Lee and Tamina with the Bellas on commentary, and this really was all about Naomi. Ball of fire.
Yes.
Oh, God, yes.
She looks so good.
Yeah, hits that moonsault
Yeah.
off the top rope for the win over AJ. But afterwards, here's the story. AJ and Tamina get at it. AJ screams that they lose every time Tamina's involved. Tamina shoves AJ to the ground.
We're not talking about her eye patch?
Oh, no, let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk
Like a
about it.
rhinestone eye patch.
That was Eric that sang that.
Boy, Eric Rowan's got an amazing voice. Why don't they let him talk more instead of saying, run?
Because he has the mask.
I'm just sheepish.
Sheepish.
So go ahead, Brido.
I'm in love with her. That's my point.
With Naomi.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the bestest.
She's good at wrestling.
Something, eye patch, something, booty. Hey, everyone, high five me.
Yeah, I mean, she's back, so WrestleMania is, I don't know, we don't have a Divas title match, but clearly something is a brewing.
There's a lot of people who've pinned AJ lately.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. I mean, Natalia, now you got Naomi back. Cameron is there.
Big Bella.
Bella's.
Yeah.
And Tamina now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tamina shoved her.
That's right.
I mean, what the heck?
I'm gonna say they're gonna have Naomi in a title match because they had Natty fight AJ last week and she lost.
They were
defending the title.
gonna have Naomi. That was the plan, is to have Naomi go up against AJ a while ago. Then she got hurt.
But
and
stupid Oksana dropped her knee into her face.
Yeah.
Oksana.
Stupid Oksana.
Dumb Oksana.
Oksana D-Push.
With
I'm so mad at
Well-
Oksana for taking Naomi off my TV.
Well, now it's going to happen at WrestleMania, so there you go.
and she has a great eye patch.
Yeah, that eye patch.
That wouldn't have happened without Oksana.
Dude, yeah.
I thought you were going to say she had a great something else.
That eye patch needs to stay until Mania.
Great
without a doubt.
eye patch.
Hey, patch.
That's got to stay till Mania.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Hell yeah, man.
Does she think that's going to protect her?
I don't know. It's got rhinestones on it.
That's
It
fine,
looks
yeah.
cool.
What the heck?
I like it.
Wouldn't be the first time. It would be styles over actual use.
But she needs like a Cody, like a dashing Cody Rhodes mask.
I thought she was going to have one, but the eye patch is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is still up in the air. We got a couple weeks to figure it out. We have a new inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. Spoiler alert.
We spoiled it earlier just like they did.
Yeah. We already spent time with all this jibber jabber talking about Mr. T. But he's the next inductee.
No need to pity these fools.
No. Inductee?
Inductee.
Inductee.
You're welcome.
Why do I have a feeling he's going to wear a T-shirt that says that?
He's not.
Oh, a great WWE shirt with the chains on the shirt.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they're
Like
going to
the
rent him a
belt.
tux, be like, T, please.
Nope.
Put the chains on it.
He sold those chains.
I ain't going to wear tux. I'm just going to wear chains.
Shirt tux.
And you can't put me on a plane.
Oh, is he not a flyer?
Don't put me on a plane. Just give me some milk.
He doesn't like flying.
I'm just making a A-Team reference that is incredibly dated.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one, though.
I never even watched the show.
You didn't?
No.
That show was fun.
That's how I heard.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So he's the celebrity inductee. Next, we have an 8-man tag match. Big Show, Mark Henry, Big E, Ziggler versus Ryback, Alberto Del Rio, and Damien Sandow. This match, why not? It was solid.
It happened.
It did. Flurry of a finish. Ziggler with the famouser on ADR looked fantastic. Axel disposes of Ziggler. Next thing you know, Big Show choke slams Damien Sandow for the win. And of course, all 8 of these men are in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, to which Big Show's like, hey, I've been compared to him my entire career.
Yeah.
So what better way than to win?
You got to build this somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to make people care somehow.
And they kind of
I already care because I think it's cool.
and they kind of murdered the point home when every single person in this match was chucked over the top rope.
Yeah.
You
Ziggler's
know,
bum.
Remember, it's a battle royal. Guys.
Oh, the one over that where it looked like
He's
it's
over the post in his head. Yeah.
I don't know how he does
He
what
did like
he
a
does.
Drake Younger bump over the post.
I don't know how he does what he does.
Guy's made a silly putty.
Yeah. he
Well,
is.
unfortunately, his head isn't.
Oh no.
Except for Ryback smokes him with a thing in the head.
Same with Swagger. Kicking in that too.
Stupid Swagger.
Tricks are for kids.
If it's up to you, you can get rid of Exana and Swagger, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they'd be in TNA with no one watching.
We used to do. Oh.
JK. Who do you think's winning the Battle Royal, you guys?
Yeah, let's not go there.
The fans, that's who.
Right. There you go.
I'll take Rusev. I think Rusev will crush.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good bet.
We didn't see him today.
We didn't?
No.
They didn't
No,
do the
meow,
song.
meow.
No.
Meow.
They're trying to come up with a different thing to do.
They don't have one. Podium, him, hot chick going meow meow, whatever she says.
Meow mix, please do it.
So yeah, they're all going to be in the 30-man over-the-top battle royal. I think we have about a third of the entrants in the match now, so we're going to have a few surprises. I would love to see a few surprises, like Rumble style.
I want to know how big that trophy is.
I hope it is so big. I hope it's one of those. What Mania was it where everyone
can't,
came
like,
down
carry it?
on a wheelable ring?
That was
WrestleMania 3.
But there
WrestleMania
wasn't a
3.
battle royal in it.
No, but I want the trophy to be so big.
To be
Then
wheeled
wheel
out.
down.
Yeah. I want the trophy to be bigger than Barrett's podium.
I want the trophy to be Andre the Giant on the wheel with WrestleMania.
You want a
WrestleMania 3.
sculpture. You want a
With a sculpted Bobby Heenan just with his face palm.
When does Bret Hart smash it? Because Bad News Brown won that one. It all comes back around and doesn't really.
Maybe Wade Barrett does win it, and Bret Hart shows up from the crowd and breaks the Andre the Giant trophy.
Yeah.
That'd be
With a
Because
ghetto
he's
blaster.
crazy and old now.
Yeah.
I'd pop.
I would, yeah.
No doubt about that. Renee Young asked Batista once again. She talks to him backstage on his way out again, and says, "So I don't know. You came back, Batista. I thought you quit earlier." He says, "I never quit," even though he did.
You did.
And he's like, "I'm leaving WrestleMania with what I want: the WWE." World Heavyweight Championship.
So douchey. I feel like he should be like Randy Orton's like douchey, like Chet Orton. Like
Anyone who has
brother.
a belly button tattoo
Oh man.
That's
just takes the douchey to the next level.
Yeah.
He's the Kanye West of pro wrestling.
but that's good though, because people are really giving him crazy heat, and that's what you want.
He's getting X-Pac
He's talked about a lot.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want a guy that everyone hates in the main event, and that's going to be him.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
The vomiting roses tattoos on his back, tell me that.
And Orton, if he shows the kind of charisma he showed tonight, that's going to be a whole other level.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania
We'll see if
season.
next week if that was a fluke.
it was fun. Kofi Kingston versus Bray Wyatt. This was really one-sided. Bray Wyatt with an innovative kind of a gut buster.
Yeah.
if you will.
You're
on
forgetting
Kofi.
my favorite part of the show.
What was the favorite part of the show?
The rap video featuring Bray Wyatt.
What was that to Eminem?
I challenge you, Cena, to a rap battle.
Yeah. You say you're the franchise, John Cena. I used to watch you when you were the Dr. Thugonomics.
Mom spaghetti, John Cena.
I got the UPN.
My name's Bray Wyatt, and I'm here to say, I'm here to rap in a Wyatt way. That's what needs to happen. You know how
cool video package.
Yeah, instead of like saying what after each and every verse, it should be dubba dubba dub derp dubba dub derp.
What was
Stop? Whatever. That's an entirely different.
There are things I could riff, but I won't.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, that was the second video package I think we saw for Cena and Wyatt.
It beats Machine Gun Kelly, whatever that was for Rock Cena that one year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hope to God we never have to see Flo Rida on any show ever again.
Is there a Cheesy Mania song this year?
There's gotta be.
There's gonna be.
One shining moment.
I'd be fine with that. Just play the track. Don't have anyone perform live music at WrestleMania. I don't think anyone's into it. When Flo Rida came out, that was the best bathroom break I could have asked for.
The only band that has done well at that was In Living Color last year.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they're retro and everyone loves retro. So
Wait a second.
And also, they played like they cared.
Right, because they should.
The band who's playing the Wyatt theme song is rumored to be playing it live. Because it's not a Jim Johnson song.
I'm on board with that.
That's cool.
As long as they dress the part.
Yeah, they have to dress like they live in the swamp.
Like just overalls. One of them has to have a
Dress like
jug.
Just like a cover band.
Fear and Loathing in New Orleans, brother.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Miz beat Barrett for the IC title during the Mania pre-show last year, so Boomtown.
Oh, pre-show. Oh, the pre-show.
Yeah.
Still counts. It counts.
They still get a little bit
Someone
of a
looked this up. Did he lose it the next night to Barrett on Raw?
Maybe.
Yes,
we'll find out.
I think he did. Okay. Yeah.
Either way, Bray Wyatt hits Sister Abigail for the win over Kofi, and setting up Bray versus Cena. And if that band plays live, yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
Moving on to, well, there's no main event. That was the final match of the evening. But Triple H hits the ring, like we mentioned.
Kofi in the main event.
Yeah, Kofi hit the main event. Love you, Kofi. He calls out Daniel Bryan. He's like, my wife isn't going to talk to me tonight, but at WrestleMania, we're going to fight. We're going to do what nobody else on this earth can do. But you crossed the line, and now I have no choice but to put an end to all this. He has no choice to put an end to the Yes movement. He's going to shut it down. May the best man win. Puts out his hand, to which Daniel Bryan says no. Triple H says, you know what, I understand. I put you through a lot. You don't have to shake my hand. I threw it a lot at you. And as he comes out of the ring, that's when Stephanie comes out, and she gets evil.
Stephanie's the best right now.
She really is. She's fantastic. She comes out and says she's pressing charges against Daniel Bryan for what he did last week, apparently.
That was a weird thing.
Trespassing.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Endangering
It wasn't
everyone.
really, because Triple H reveals. So all these cops come to the ring.
You're not even real police. I thought they were going to strip. I had no idea what was going on.
Candy Graham! They surround Daniel
really
Bryan.
weird.
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah.
Do you think he riffed that?
What?
No.
No,
That you're not real
no,
cops.
I think he wanted to reveal that it was a setup. So he just hired a bunch of dudes to dress. Because the thing is, maybe she couldn't really press charges.
So she in turn committed a crime by having men impersonate police officers.
That is a crime.
Oh, that is.
someone
isn't it?
up.
And and there is
He
that
was
too.
excessive
There is
force.
assault.
Did
Yeah.
you dress
I
up like a
forgot.
cop and beat someone up? What's worse? Saying yes in a ring?
What if that happened at bachelorette parties? Like they hire a cop stripper and then they just. It's awful.
Stephanie ruins everyone's bachelorette party.
That's bad news.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
On next season of Total Divas.
They're not real cops. And no, they're not strippers.
They're just men.
Who have a tough time putting on handcuffs.
I'm afraid we got some random dudes.
Oh, this has been one of the best shows of all time. Yeah, so cops in the ring, they're surrounding Daniel Bryan, they toss him to the ground, they slap the cuffs on him. That's when Triple H is like, whoa, guys, get off him. All right, this is not how I want this to go. And besides, you're not even real cops. That's when he says, I want to do this on my own, attacks Daniel Bryan for almost 10 minutes with Daniel Bryan handcuffed behind his back and just does everything. Just
brutal.
Yeah, slamming him into the railing, twice onto the table, into the steps. Oh God!
Half of that face first, mind you.
He put his head in ice water.
Drowns him.
That is like that's what they do to terrorists when they're trying to extract information. Like
America doesn't do that.
Nope, not at all. Especially men with beards like that.
Yeah,
just amazing. Okay. IC title was not defended at WrestleMania 27. Wade Barrett was the champ, and he fought an eight-man tag match. Wade Barrett was IC. Jesus. And The Miz did lose the IC title the next night to Barrett last year. You are correct. So thanks, Ashley Nicole, and also thank you for saying you want to marry me. I appreciate that. Quasto push.
Quasto push.
We have a great idea for a bachelorette party.
Hey! We've got some random dudes. Awesome. Anyway, back to the beatdown. Triple H, this was. Oh man, he like made it personal for everyone who likes Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. He had to get beat down though because he's been like too awesome lately.
Yeah.
Whoever like wins on Raw a bunch loses.
Yep,
that's kind of how it seems.
Well, it really culminated with these two moves. So gets Daniel Bryan in the ring, lays his head next to the ring post, chair shot to the head, and then the pedigree. I don't know how
Trips is allowed to do headshots.
No, I get it, but I don't know how Daniel Bryan. Oh, God.
Bryan just trusted Triple H the entire time. He had to have.
I mean, how do you do a pedigree with you don't even have?
His knee looked like it went down first, as opposed to.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
But man,
a lot of those moves, like he did, like a front, like a face buster on the table.
Yeah, they threw him into the steps. That just looked like it hurt.
I was concerned about his wrists and his forearms when he was just kind of placed and slammed onto the table because
the cuff smashing in.
Yeah, the cuff smashing in, and also I'm doing a wing chicken thing right now, but it just kind of your whole body weight is on top of those on your arms. There's no other way to put it, and there's monitors and hard stuff.
Kudos to I mean, kudos to both of them for making that. Yeah, that really got personal, and for everyone who's really invested in this. When that was over, you're like, oh man, I can't wait for that SOB to get his at WrestleMania.
They put the cryon on the bottom, like the thing that said like the show's over. Then it went on for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I was like, just stop beating him
up. Stop beating up our wrestling Jesus.
It was uncomfortable for a little bit too.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan, man.
It's like play the Lemmy song and let's go home.
Right. to handle that, dude. Bryan is just a champ, dude. I mean, just a complete champ for handling.
Which is why he's going to be.
Let's hope so.
70,000 people chanting yes with confetti dropping in the Superdome on April 6th. Come on.
Oh, man. Come on, Daddy.
Come on, Daddy.
Well, we had a hell of a Raw, guys. And
before you break, you were promised one more slap.
Okay. Steven, turn off the music for a second, please. Where are we going to do this?
Over there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Johnny. We got to get
you guys got to call the action, please.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Wait, Brido, I turn it to you.
Oh, okay. We're getting in position here. We're getting in position.
Should I turn around and walk into it like we're in a match and like I don't see it coming?
Yes.
Yeah. Which take 3 steps forward, guys.
Me as well. Well, I'm gonna walk into it.
Okay, we're setting up the shot, you guys. Johnny's gonna get slapped in the face.
Step up on the table and I'll just back into it.
And oddly, I don't think he
So
minds.
I'm gonna play. I just did an awesome move. Like, yeah, that's right. I'm the best. That's what I'm. See.
She nailed him with a practice shot in the ear.
Oh, right in the ear.
In the ear. Oof. You're gonna have.
And we're gonna do.
You're gonna have Brock Lesnar doorknob ears.
Yeah. Here comes the cauliflower ear.
Just let me walk.
I'm gonna go this way.
Careful, eardrums, people.
Oh! In the ear again.
Again with the ear.
Absolutely.
That was so much fun.
You can cut the electricity with a knife. Put yourself over, Eric Barnes.
Hey, you can follow me on Twitter @ThatEricBarnes.
Kathy?
You can follow me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley.
Boom. And Brido.
Hey, I'm at Brido. You can follow me there at Twitter and stuff. And there's a rumor I'll be on Johnny's show on Nerdist next week.
Yes, and there's also a rumor that we have a guest that I'm so excited to say. I don't want to jinx it, but all I can say is have a nice day. And also, this weekend, Bray Improv. And next week, I'm going to be in Las Vegas all week at the Brad Garrett Comedy Club. So hit me up on social media if you happen to be in Las Vegas. I'm there like a week. It's too long for Vegas, but it's going to be fun. So if you're in Vegas, hit me up, and we'll do some things. So that's it, guys. An amazing Monday Night Raw. We hope you enjoyed the after show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening on iTunes. And I really hope you enjoyed all the violence that happened tonight.
It was so much fun. I enjoyed it.
I have a feeling I'm going to get slapped every single episode from here on out.
No.
I'm going to get concussed.
You got kicked in the head that one time when I was wearing slippers.
Good night, everybody.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.